So this could be the bravest or the dumbest thing that I have done for a while, and I need to start by calling my credit card company to minimize the risk and damage for this.
All right, so here's what we're looking at. I have looked up, I saw this the other day. This is a Mercury 5 horsepower outboard for sale. I saw one of these in the Google suggested thing. It's an AliExpress. I have done stuff with AliExpress before. Alibaba is Chinese. But you'll notice we got a brand new F6 2024 6 horsepower Yamaha for $246. And here's a 2022 Mercury 6 horse for $230, which normally these are $1,200. So that's what I'm doing right now. I've looked this up. Boom, here it is. And here's the problem. So here it says $230. Here is this right here. And it says, I'm trying to, ship it to Sebastian in Florida. It says this product can't be shipped to your address. Select another product or address. And the other day, so something interesting is the other day I tried to description store. So what it is, I click message now to go to the store and message them. And, oh, here, they've already messaged me back. So let me get this right here. Copy that. Back here, we're going to post that. Boom.
Sorry to take you away from the video, but if you like this type of educational content, you should check out the Boaters program at bornagainboating.com. We have hundreds of other videos that are not on YouTube specifically designed to teach you more about your boat, your engine, and the components that are on your boat. You can check that out at bornagainboating.com.
Now, the funny thing about this is that the other day when I did this same thing, they didn't have this messaging feature within AliExpress. Or, well, whenever I was on the store, let's see, where's that? Here's that store, shop number, blah, 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 blah. There's business license, all kinds of stuff right here. You can contact now. Whenever you click contact now, it actually had a phone number on there. Because look, you got a brand new F6 2024 6 horsepower tiller outboard for $246. I mean, a lot of these on here are just like crazy cheap. Let me go here. Bing, bing, bing. So I'm not going to record all of this messaging right here, but I'll also kind of put up the messages that I got from the WhatsApp. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through this process and I'm going to try and order one of these outboards. In worst case scenario, if I'm losing $250 or, with the shipping, we'll see what that's going to be. But I'm going to message this person, message on WhatsApp, and I'll come back to you with how this process is going. And once I finally get something ordered, because I would love to also get, I'd get this 6 horsepower Yamaha too. I'd get a bunch of these to mess around with. You got the Tahatsus, so let me come back and let you know how this is going. All right, so here's where I got with this. They actually, they want to know what the product was. I gave him the product number. He couldn't find it. So then I sent them the actual direct link, and then he gave me this right here. And he said, is this the right product? I was like, yeah, I believe so. They said the product costs $265, shipping $45, total cost $310. So this would be $310 for a $1,200 Mercury engine. But we'll go on. Okay, but how do I buy it? And he said, are you ready to purchase now? And I said, yes. He said, if you wish to continue your order and billing, please fill in your customer information below. So we're talking about first name, address, billing address, the city, the state, postal code, district, building number, the country, the phone number, alternative phone number, WhatsApp, Telegram, WeChat with an email address. So this is totally sketchy. And I wonder, is there a way for me to contact AliExpress? So let me do a little more research and then we'll come back to you. So this is what I did. I talked to Ash and, told her the situation, gave her a couple screenshots, bop, bop, bop. She looked into it. Thank you for patiently waiting, my valued customer. She's always about this, thank you for patiently waiting, my valued customer. Deeply apologize for the inconvenience this caused you. Thank you for patiently waiting. Please find a similar item with different seller. Okay, so you're saying that this is not a good seller. The outside transaction is not advisable to all customers. My valued customer said, okay, thank you. When you need to purchase normally, my valued customer. I hope you can help me too. So she wants feedback on this thing. So super satisfied. Bing. So they say not to do that. Let me go here. So this kind of looks almost like a dead end, because I don't know if I'm really brave enough to go through with this. I would like to, but I do not think I'm brave enough, because again, whenever I got to the WhatsApp one earlier, with the other person, I don't know if it's the same store or different. They said, we accept payment via Cash App. There ain't no like refunds with Cash App. So that's kind of like an issue. And I need to possibly use a different credit card that I don't really care about in order to make this transaction, because problem is, once I give this credit card, yeah, I can be able to dispute this, but then all of a sudden now that credit card, the information, all that stuff is now compromised. So that's what I don't really like the idea of that. So let me think of a way to try and do this without getting my identity stolen. So they got back and says, we're working under AliExpress, sir. Not all products you can order on the website. That is reason why we are working under them to help customers who are not privileged to buy on the website to purchase here and deliver to them peacefully. Also, we created orders for this specific product manually due to intellectual property violations here on AliExpress. As soon as your orders is placed manually, you will receive a notification about the order in your email. The price of the product will be reduced and the order will appear on your account orders page. Payment would also be made manually. You have nothing to worry about. We can't afford to tarnish the company's image just for one mistake. You should know we are a registered company and we make sure all our customers get full satisfaction because this is a verified company approved by the Chinese, and we value our trading and business license more than the amount you are paying. Interesting. Because it appears that the shipping doesn't work anywhere. Like if I change different, if I choose China, where's China? They don't have China. You can't ship to China. That's very interesting. What about the UK? Nope. This item cannot ship anywhere. Okay. Well, I don't really know if I trust any of this, but I'll come back to this. I got to find a way of putting information in here that is not going to compromise myself. I'm fine with giving all of that information there. Name, delivery address, city, state.
Alright, so after much deliberation, I originally intended to make this video in order to buy a cheap engine and show you how to buy a cheap engine, but it looks like this has transformed into a video about how to not get robbed, because if you look, I'm going to screen record this right here, this conversation, but you can see this conversation, you know, hello sir, AliExpress seller, kindly fill out the form below. This is all on WhatsApp, which is, you know, it's owned by Facebook. It's a way to text message and call people in other countries for very cheap. And I put, how do you accept payments? And he says, we accept payment via, this is where you get it, Cash App, Bitcoin, Western Union, MoneyGram, and bank transfer. No credit card like Stripe's what I said, and he said, no, we don't accept credit cards. So if you notice something about this list here, I mean, every single one of these right here, all of those, they're not secure, not a single one of them. Cash App, Bitcoin, Western Union, MoneyGram, I mean, bank transfer. If you're really gonna let your bank information out to someone on WhatsApp in another country like China or any of these other countries, you're brave, like very, very brave, because as soon as that money is gone, like when you send Bitcoin or Western Union or MoneyGram, like that money's gone, you may never get it back. Like there is no security with that. At least with your credit card, like I did originally, I called the credit card company. I'm like, hey, you know, what can I do? How long does it take me to dispute? And like, you know, what can I do to get my money back? I got 60 days. So if I make a purchase with the credit card, you got, depending on what you buy, you know, obviously if you buy something that someone gives you, you know, you get a product. If it's messed up, you just return it. But this case, this is something where they want you to send them money, and there's no security for you. So anytime someone's asking you for Cash App, Bitcoin, Western Union, MoneyGram, like that's not secure payments. I mean, a credit card, you got some protection there. Your bank transfer, if you give someone your bank account information overseas like that, that's pretty brave, especially when you got to give them shipping address and all the other things. So they got your name, your address, your phone number, your email address, and then you give them all of your account numbers. Like, no, I'm sorry, but you're gonna get robbed. So I'm actually gonna pull the plug on this one. You know, Stripe not available, and that's it. You know, those are the only options. The other one that I did see on here, I'm still recording this, is, you know, I actually put this one in to the, you know, I actually put this one in my phone. This is the original one where I got this, and you can see this conversation that we had. You know, this is a decently legit, like sending them the number, there's the pictures of it, him just going to check it out, like, you know, here's what he wants, but they do accept a credit card, and there's pictures of an engine. But again, these are pictures, you could pull these off the internet. Like, this ain't like someone went and took these pictures, but it is potential. So like this whole conversation here, I'll show it on the screen too at the same time, but this one's more legit, because if I use a credit card on Stripe, I can go onto Stripe and try and cancel that payment and get the money back. Whereas the other ones, you send that money, that money's gone. Like, you're never getting it back. You ain't never gonna see your money back. So don't do that. You're gonna get robbed if you do that. This was an experiment. I might still go for this one. The problem with this one is that when I go onto AliExpress, that store's gone. Like, I don't even know where that ad was, what that store was. It's a different phone number, so like it's kind of like, it's still pretty sketchy. Like, this is still, both of these are extremely sketchy. As we started out this video, like, excuse me, this is extremely sketchy. That's why I called the credit card first. But I might go back and re-evaluate this one. If I've got a credit card that I'm not too worried about, like if it gets hacked, I can just get my money back, close that credit card. Like, I might do something like that, but I'll have to think about this one. I will still pursue this, but as for now, this video is now how to not get robbed by not sending your money through Western Union, MoneyGram, Cash App, none of that stuff where you have no security for your money if you're trying to send money overseas. Now, if you're paying your neighbor or you're paying, like, you know, someone that you know, that's a whole different story. Totally secure, it's all good to go. But if you're just sending money to some random person that you do not know and you met on the internet, you're gonna get took.